Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode, and the continuing adventures of Aurelius Steel Balls. In the last episode, we discovered Anvilquested, and we picked up some adamantine weapons. In this episode, I would like to meet some more dwarves, maybe find out what's going on in the nearby vicinity, and also explore some possible threats to the dwarves of Anvilquested that our heroes can possibly take care of. One thing I'd like to share with you is our friend Dwarf Comic put together a group portrait of our current adventuring party, which I will be showing up here on the screen. To the left, we have Devil Reaper with his giant maul. Devil Reaper enjoys devilry and reaping, sometimes both at the same time. To the right of him, we have Aurelius Steel Balls. And of course, with Aurelius, you can see his adamantine shield and sword, and all of his many water pouches. To the right of Aurelius is the king that crawls, our dwarven axeman. Now, the king that crawls used to be the king of a long-defunct dwarven civilization. His civilization was small, and it was attacked by goblins. Now, this was back in the days before the dwarves understood that the goblins were led by demons, so this came as a great surprise. As the last of his warriors were falling to the onslaught, the king that crawls found a hidden exit from his mountain home behind the throne. It must have been built there by one of his ancestors. And unfortunately, the space available was so tight that he had to crawl in order to get out. Hence why he is referred to as the king that crawls, and he now wanders the world looking to regain his honor from the fall of his lost people. And of course, he has a lot of hatred towards goblins and demons. And finally, on the far right, this is Arcade Night! Sorry, I'm trying to copy his iconic intro to his LP videos. Don't think I did it very well, actually. That kind of whisper shout that he does, that's really cool. Anyways, yes, this is Arcade Night, our lasher. As you may know by general Dwarf Fortress knowledge, whips are some of the most crazily effective weapons in Dwarf Fortress, often referred to as dwarven lightsabers. Actually, not dwarven lightsabers, because dwarves can't use them. Well, dwarves can use them, they just can't make them. But so that's our team. And Arcade Night was actually a night in a faraway human civilization, probably one of those down to the southwest. And many people don't know this, but there used to be an arcade lady, and they had just been married and were settling down to life together when one day she went down to the nearby river to bathe, and all of a sudden Arcade heard a blood-curdling scream, and he ran down to the river to find his beloved in a bloody heap in the middle of the river, and she had been attacked and killed by a gang of teenage ninja snapping turtles. So as a result, Arcade Knight wanders the world looking for snapping turtles to take his revenge upon, as we witnessed in the last episode. Hopefully in this adventure he will find many snapping turtles so that perhaps one day he will be able to sleep soundly at night. There's another thing I would like to discuss before we get started in earnest, and that is, as many of you may know who remember the first episode, Aurelius worships the human goddess Oben Bronze Flyers. Now, Oben is the goddess of rainbows and light. In the pantheon of gods worshipped by the many different civilizations of the world, most gods are capricious at best, outright hostile at worst. But Oben Bronzeflyers is not one of those. She is actually a really nice goddess, and she enjoys humans. She likes to see them live good lives, and she has taken quite an interest in the journey of our friend Aurelius. So, recognizing that he has a great future in store for him, and knowing that the world is quite dangerous, Oben has granted Aurelius a limited amount of get-out-of-jail-free cards, so to speak. When Aurelius should die, Oben will resurrect him at the nearest safe place. Or actually, to be more specific, she will use her goddess powers to turn back time and restore Aurelius to the moment before he made the fateful decision that led to his doom. No one knows how many times she's going to do this, but it's worth noting. Alright, so let's get started. Aurelius and team are going to continue traveling through Anvilquested, and we're going to try to find Marcus Aurelius. Now, many people have told me about the movement mode, and thank you for doing so, where you can run faster by sprinting, or you can even move more slowly if you'd like to do so, and creep. That has to do a lot with stealth. In fact, I'm going to try to improve the stealth of Aurelius, so when we leave Anvilquested, we'll probably get into a stealth mode. So we're armed, and now we're going to go downstairs. This should be the Hall of History. So these should be the tombs. Yes. Let's take a moment to pay our respects to the fallen heroes of Anvilquested. There before us is the gravestone of Gordosh. No, I don't want to start a conversation. There we go. Church Memorial to Gordosh. This is an exceptional church memorial to Gordosh Ultaronshen, in memory of Gordosh, born 58, struck down by the goblin Atu seduce realms, the random dimensions of midnight. In Mogazzitasp, the crazed sieges, in the year 159. 2 years passed. Militia commander of the Mountain of Distraction, 150 to 159. Slayer of the Minotaur, the Tunnel of Pulp, child Minotaur. Loving mother and wife, lover of battle axes. And we've all read these before in our various Anvilquested episodes, so we won't be reading any more, but let's just take a moment to pay our respects to the fallen heroes. Fortunately, this room never got filled up, although there's a puppy in here. Shouldn't be a puppy in here. There's 2 puppies in here. One thing, it will be nice to leave Anvilquested because then the game will start going a little bit faster again. So let's go try to find, well, someone, first of all. Marcus Aurelius would be great, but really I'd just like to see another living being here that's not throwing up outside. So let's go into the Great Dining Hall and see if anyone's here. Aurelius doesn't have very good vision. He really has to work to explore. Although, frankly, to be honest, we are never really explained how the dwarves see, since they're underground and there aren't any lamps or anything, and so no one is in the dining hall. Where are the 200 dwarves of Anvilquested? This is really, really strange. Let's see here. I guess we could try looking around the bedrooms. Just to see if anyone's wandering around. Yeah, there are no traces of sunlight here. So we can't tell what time it is. I want to check and see if it was nighttime. Maybe they're sleeping. Let's just barge into somebody's room. Yes, there's somebody. All right, here we go. Who's this? Malinor. Hello, human. I am Malinor. Bite cloisters. All right, Malinor. How are you feeling? Be merry. I agree, Malinor. That's a good attitude to have. Are there any troubles that you are dealing with? Armies on the march, beasts, criminals, bandits, and skulking vermin. Okay, we've already asked about the armies, so let's ask about the beasts. The world is safer for travelers when night creatures no longer stalk the darkness. The creature is Tunnel Cavern, the shady abysses, the vile creature. Where is this vile creature? Haas the Second is well traveled and would probably know that. Okay, so Haas the Second knows where the vile creature is. Let's ask about the other troubles. For example, the bandits. Particular outlaws have been causing us much hardship. They have a camp called Pondertax somewhere in the Tame Prairie. That can't be that close to Anvilquested. Do you know where Pondertax is? Laugh would know where that is. Okay, so we have to go to Haas the Second and Laugh. How about the bandit? Or we already asked about the bandits. How about the criminals? A sprawling criminal organization has left our people living in fear. They have a town called Channel Buckled, somewhere in the Hill of Virginity. Where is Channel Buckled? Crow Guy knows where Channel Buckled is. Okay. So you're kind of worthless. So finally, we're going to ask you about skulking vermin. Our people have been pestered by skulking villains. They have a camp called Krulthalmer, somewhere in the Destined Plains. Okay, so that's right around the capital of the Coincidental Union of Scars. And let me guess, you don't know how to get there, but someone else does. Wife of Balder would know that. The same person who would know who I am, or where I am. Excellent. Alright, so we have to find out where these people are. So, ask for directions. First, let's go to Haas the Second. We are in Anvilquested. I'm not exactly sure where to look. Alright. How about Crow Guy? We are in... Okay, enough. It's nice talking to you, Malinor. It's been a pleasure. It's been an absolute joy. Did the game just freeze? Oh, I'm filtering. I see. I don't know how I did that. But we are going to say goodbye. Alright, so we need to find Haas the Second, Crow Guy. Wait, who are you? Are you one of mine? I guess so. I guess... Was that Arcade Night? Just looking around? So are we really going to have to go into each dwarf's room to look at them? That's going to be hard. No, I don't want to continue shouting. Think, no! Ah! Let's try this again. Start a new conversation. There we go.
Hey, Jim.
Bucephalus. Hey, Bucephalus. Why? I don't want to... No, I don't want to talk to... I want to talk to Bucephalus, not Devil Reaper.
Remy.
Hello, it is good to see you, says Bucephalus. It's good to see you too. So it's just not letting me talk to Bucephalus. That's okay. Who will you talk to? No one. I'm just going to leave. Okay, so everyone is in their bedroom. Let's start a new conversation with this person.
Remy.
Jadeheart, Handlehold. Hey, Jadeheart. Do you know where I can find Wife of Balder?
Oli.
No. Alright, Jadeheart. Who are your trade partners? Ask me when I return to my home. As far as I'm aware, you are sitting in your home. Alright, so... I betcha I know where Marcus Aurelius is. Unfortunately, I don't know where everyone else is. And I'm not going to bore you by opening up every single dwarven bedroom on camera, but I do know where Marcus Aurelius is. And while we're here, we might even be able to meet the mayor. Surreal Beliefs. Okay, that's not Marcus Aurelius. That's Daz. No one's in here. That's Marcus Aurelius. Pretty sure.
Remy.
Hello, human. I am Marcus Aurelius. Attack shot. So this is where we're going to have to pretend, because obviously Marcus Aurelius is familiar with Aurelius steel balls. That never gets old. But he isn't going to say that he recognizes him. Maybe he's being coy. But let's see how he's feeling. It's my mess, Marcus says. I don't know what that means exactly. Let's see. Let's find out what you are, Marcus. I'm a metalsmith, yes, and quite a good one. Well, Marcus, thank you so much for this lovely sword and shield, and for all of the times you fought alongside my father. I appreciate everything you've done, and now it is time for me to repay you, so I will go off into the wilds and try to take care of some of the problems that Anvilquested is facing. So, it was nice seeing you again, Marcus. Perhaps I will come back in the future. Meanwhile, look at some of the cool stuff I've done. I've defeated many fearsome opponents. No, I haven't. Arcade Knight has. Say goodbye.
Hello.
Alright. Goodbye, Marcus. And let's see if the mayor is in residence. He is! Hello, mayor.
Hey, Jim.
Hello, human. I am Surreal Beliefs Tongs Dangle. How are you feeling, Surreal Beliefs? Oh, whoops. Forgot about that. Yes, we shouldn't be walking around with weapons, so let's fix that. Okay, we've strapped the adamantine shield to our upper body and the adamantine short sword. Alright, let's try this again. How are you feeling, Surreal Beliefs? You're fine. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. What's new around here? Okay, you are at your home. Apparently it doesn't work for dwarves. Alright, well, I believe that's all Anvilquested can do for us. Perhaps in the future we can come back and explore the caverns from here. But for right now, I don't think that we are strong enough. However, one thing I do want to do is go back up to the storage area and see if we can't steal some food. Well, it's not stealing, since we're technically friends of Marcus, and he would want us to have sustenance. Ah, here we are. Perfect. So what do I want? Can I eat plump helmets? Can a human eat a plump helmet? I don't see why not. But you know what I'd really like, actually? I just thought about this, guys. We should go get some prepared meals. Anvilquested is known for its delicious and nutritious prepared meals. So let's actually head on back. Actually, I heard that Anvilquested had a really lovely terrarium where people can go and look at an underworld of trees and mushrooms. And I heard there's also food there. So let's go check it out. Come on, Arcade, Devil Reaper, King of the Crawls. I believe it's down here. Such a well-made fortress. Obviously the person who designed it knew what they were doing. Beautiful. Now you can see here, up in the corner, that is one down from where we are. And we can also, as I understand it, yeah, we can move our whole field of vision down here. Although, unfortunately, Aurelius doesn't have a very good field of vision, being as he is underground in the dark, and he is not a dwarf with cave-adapted dwarven eyes. So, unfortunately, it's beautiful, but he can't see much of it. So let's see. Ah, here we go. Let's get some plump helmet roasts. And what else do we have? I don't want ratweed roast, but how about turkey meat? Yes. Perfect. All right. Oops. We might have weighed ourselves down a bit there. Just a slight amount, though. That's okay. All right, let's see here if this will work. So, Arcade Night. Change the subject. I'm not even sure what you were talking about before. I want to give you a personal item. Really? Please come closer. Okay. No, well, stay still. Okay. Alright. Alright. You have a copper whip. I actually want to give you an iron whip. Which I have somewhere. Iron whip. There we go. Let's mark that for trade. And let's see, maybe we can take your copper whip from you, although then you might decide not to wield anything. Worth a try, I guess. That seems fair. You have yourself a deal. Okay. So hopefully he will now equip the iron whip. I sincerely hope so. He doesn't appear to be doing anything yet. Well, ladies and gentlemen, however, we are out of time. Hopefully, next episode, Arcade Knight will equip his Iron Whip, and we will go out and explore the wilds around Anvilquested to maybe kill some animals, just get started and build a reputation and build up some skills. So once again, I am Marcus Aurelius. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.